that's not going well at all. Let's see if I can ride this tractor somehow. Breakdancing, potentially. Something tells me I'm going to turn traffic off. Oh, I think we got it. Okay, let's detach the tree. Usually if you do this a couple of times you can get it. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Hutan Pantai. Just carrying on with our Let's Play on this map, focusing on building the temple. So as you can see, our lodgepole pine farm has grown up. We'll have a close look at that in a minute. Just trying to drive back to the main farm, get this tractor back over there. The plan is today, well, first thing we're going to do is get through this fog, and we're back at the main farm. So let's have a quick look around. So our stone mill, debris crusher, whatever this thing's called, is cranking out a reasonable amount of stone. So we've got to cart some of that over to our cement factory to start filling that up. And then obviously our lodgepole pine have grown, so I've skipped ahead time. I think it's about 3 years roughly to get these guys to grow. And now we are pretty well set up with that. The only thing I've got to do now is put in a sawmill, which I'm thinking I'm either going to do in this plot of land, which means I have to buy another plot, which might be expensive, or I'm going to clear out some land here and put the sawmill in just there. So I haven't quite decided on that yet. So what I'm thinking first, and also we want to paint the ground texture here so it's all concrete, so we're not having to deal with this crop situation. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. So let's go to the painting texture. I think it's going to be asphalt, so I think it's this one here. So if I come in here, that looks to be the same sort of texture. Right, what I'll do is I'll throw a quick time lapse on while I do this, and then we'll come back in once I've painted the area. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the tunes.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you.
Alright, cool. So we'll just leave that as is for the moment, just so this area is a bit easier to drive on. Obviously you can see I painted over here. Oh, there's a bit of a bump there. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. It's a bit annoying. Let's see if we can, and that's part of the reason why it's good to have everything painted and smoothed out, so you can sort of see what's happening. So let's see if we can soften this, so just to make it easier to get our vehicle in and out. And obviously the painting texture paints over the spawned product there, so obviously be careful if you're going to do that, because that's 3 years worth of spawn that we could have accidentally painted over and gotten rid of altogether, which would have been a disaster. So let's first job, get this stuff loaded up, and then we'll head over to our plantation area, and we'll start cutting down some trees, and we'll put that sawmill in. So enjoy the tunes. See you in a couple of minutes. I'll throw on a time lapse. Cue the music.
We don't ever play it and the night is young. It doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down.
Alright, cool. Let's check in on the production actually. So that's, what do we got? So cement bags is running, stones and cement bags in the building storage. So is that actually operational? I would have thought so. Okay, so we've got stones. Yep, that makes sense. Have I got this active? So what's the recipe? 1,000 stones equals 180 cement bags. Yes, that's definitely set to storing. That's definitely active. Okay, so we're definitely on. This will be the first day that I've actually, the first month that I've actually put some product in there, so that's probably why it is the way that it is. Okay, so we'll let that run for a little bit. Alright, let's cruise on over to where we're going to potentially cut down these trees. So I'll walk over there and then we'll come back in. Alright, so I'm thinking sort of in this corner area, so it's pretty flat. We'll be able to put the large sawmill in. Now the sawmill on the map is up over this way, I believe. So up near field 59. So if we're just going to visit that quickly. Happy Moon Sawmill, I think it is. Or Moon Bear. Yep, so this is it here. So obviously a fair way away from our, not a huge distance, but it's up a hill, It's tucked away up, yeah. I basically want to have the production near to where we're going to be cutting down logs. And it's kind of redundant that I just walked over there and spawned back into a vehicle. So anyway, I'll sort that out in a second. So let's grab a chainsaw, I think, first up. So come into tools, down to chainsaws, which I think are down the very bottom. We'll just get the Husqvarna. Alright, I'm going to run over there, and then we'll come back and we'll start cutting down some trees, so I'll see you over there. Actually, on the way over, you can sort of get a feel for how dense and get the God rays coming through. So I don't know how well this will show up on video, but we're just on PS5 standard here, so still looks pretty good. But you can see we've got nice dense rows, and we've got enough room to get a tree harvester in, which is what the ultimate plan will be. So, but first and foremost, what I'm going to do is just try and cut these guys down. Now, allegedly, if I get the chainsaw out, hold it down this way, cut down nice and low, it should fall to the left. So let's see if that happens. Okay, I had a feeling that was going to happen. It's got hung up on that power pole. So let's try and cut it this way. So get it to fall away from the area. Because then obviously we're going to have to maneuver these. Is that going to get caught on the bridge? No, not quite. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of these guys down and then we'll come back in. So I'll throw a time lapse on. Enjoy the tunes. See you in a few minutes.
To be yours, and you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you.
Alright, so I've made a proper mess of this area. So let's go and have a look at the damage. Okay, so got one hung up on the trees. Probably going to have to come in and cut a few more this way. A few more that way. So I'm going to try and figure out the easiest way to move these guys. I'm wondering if I can just grab a front loader, potentially. I mean, what I should have done is grab the tree harvester, dragged them out. God, this bridge is in the way. Dragged them out and placed them on this field here in nice neat rows, but that hasn't happened obviously. So let's actually let's see how heavy they are. So I might be able to winch them out as well. So that's going to be 2.4 tons. So there's not a huge amount of weight. God, I can't walk through here. I mean, I wonder why. I mean, the skidder might do it as well. Drag them out. Let's go and have a look at the shop, see what my options are. So I am thinking either the high lift, but the problem with the high lift is getting them under that power line, which is going to be a problem. I could try and push them further into the forest, just to make room. We can grab this winch. So I think this will do 2 logs. Let's try this first. Okay, we'll grab our current tractor, which is this guy here. Might not have enough horsepower to drag them out, but we'll see how we go. So let's drop this off. We'll head down to the shop. We'll grab the winch and then we'll come back in. So I'll throw a time lapse on while I drive over there. Enjoy the tunes.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Anyway, we're just about at the shop, so let's go and grab this winch. Alright, here we are. So I gotta remember how this connects. I think it's this way. I think the PTO is on this side. Looks like it is. Alright, let's head back to the farm. So I'll see you over there. Alright, here we are. So let's see what we can do here. Geez, this might take a while actually. I probably should have thought this through, to be honest. Okay, let's grab that. Now, allegedly you can do 2 logs at a time here. So can we go... oh no, that's not what... It's been a little while since I used this. So how do we attach? Okay, attach to tree. Maybe it is only 1. Hang on. I'm sure you can do 2. Attach to another tree. So let's try... Okay, 2. So you just got to make sure your rope is not too long. Now hopefully I can pull this out. Seem to be getting 3 here. It's going to cause a traffic problem, isn't it? Wow, that's unfortunate. It's helped me slightly, I must say. Although now I'm stuck on this power pole. Let's see if I can push it. Alright, I'm driving over the winch rope, which is not ideal, but let's see if we can pull it out this way now. Alright, is that off? Off the road? Detach. Yep. Okay, that hasn't worked too badly. Right, what I'll do is I'll throw a time lapse on, see if we can get the rest of these logs moved, and then we'll come back in. Enjoy the tunes. See you in a few minutes.
Talking about yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to our favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye. Something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like. There ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody.
Wow, that's not going well at all. Let's see if I can right this tractor somehow. Breakdancing, potentially. Something tells me I'm going to turn traffic off. Oh, I think we got it. Okay, let's detach the tree. Usually if you do this a couple of times you can get it. Seems like a good stopping point, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to organise the rest of these trees. I'm going to turn traffic off, and then we'll come back in with the next episode. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully this van doesn't take out this tree. Well, it's kind of moved it. My last nice little pile's just gone to shit. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.